Good evening, and welcome to Monologue, where we play our World of Darkness Chronicle, Time of Judgment. This is episode 6, A Night at the Museum. And speaking of our crew, let us meet our ensemble.
Dylan Garcia and I play Don Alejandro Jimenez de la Vega. Adjusters.
Jason Chacon, and I play Dom.
Jori Mosier, I play Eresh.
Gabby Barbosa, and I play Maya.
Now, if you've been watching our show recently, then you would know that if you're subscribed, that allows you to be entered into our monthly giveaways, where we are giving away dice, books, all kinds of things. But to initially be entered, you do have to subscribe. Even more so, if you comment on a video, that gets you an extra entry, though only one comment per video. We also ask that you like our videos. All of this helps to jump us in the algorithm. And we'd enjoy you becoming a part of our family and helping us grow so that we can continue to entertain you. With all that said, let us continue to tell our World of Darkness story, Time of Judgment. It's been a week since our team hit the Pentex facility, and we had some drama ensue in regards to some personal relationships. And that's what brings us to Dom.
I'd like to go visit Reaper.
Okay. How are you going to contact him?
Are we in the same facility, or am I back at the...
It's been a week, so by now you are back at your apartment.
Okay. We have computers, right?
Yes.
Okay. Can I try and do like a video call with him?
Sure.
Okay. Get on my laptop.
All right.
Find Reaper. Well, try to call him.
Try to call him. You get the equivalent to a answering machine. And it basically says, "Hey, not available at the moment. Leave a message. I'll get back to you as quick as I can."
Reaper, it's Dom. Look, I just got a few questions for you. Some things I've been, some concerns I've had. Hit me up when you can, please, and thank you. And then I hang up.
Okay. All right. About 10 minutes later, you get a text message on your phone
Okay.
that says, "Be there in an hour." R.
Really? Okay. So I basically just chill until.
Okay.
So he's coming to my apartment.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool.
So, just a tad over an hour later.
I look to make sure it's him.
Yep.
Okay. Open up the door.
Okay.
I take a couple minutes of your time.
Sure can. Can I come in?
Gesture.
He walks in.
Take a seat if you want.
He's got a bottle of what looks like expensive bourbon that he sits down on the coffee table. I know this isn't going to affect you like it will affect other people, but hey, the way the tone of your voice sounded, it sounded like we needed a bottle of this. He undoes it, pours some for you. What's going on, Doug?
How much more of this shit do I have to endure? 'Cause, I mean, I know you promised us this cure, this supposed cure. Right now, I don't know that I want to follow through with that. All things considered.
All right.
I'm a man of my word, but I just want to know how much longer is this shit gonna drag out? Because, you know, to be totally honest, so I'll be honest with you. Signor Milano, the man who sent me out here, never let me see the sunlight. I heard myths and legends about what happens when we go out there. All things considered, that sounds like a pretty good fucking option right now. I guess I just want to know how much longer. What's the next job? When is the next fucking job?
It's going to be rather shortly. What's going on?
Okay, I'll be honest with you. Got close with Eresh and it didn't have a very good outcome recently. And it's just like all these things from my past are coming back to me, and it's almost like I'm just reliving this shit that's gone on. And I just don't know that I can keep going on like this. And like I said, I feel like I don't even want to fucking live no more. I mean, technically I'm dead already, but still, god fucking damn it.
Just because you're dead doesn't mean you're ended.
No shit.
Let me... I think you know that Eresh and I follow the same religion, right?
She's mentioned that, yeah.
Okay. There's in my religion, there's a bit of a contentious relationship or viewpoint, however you want to look at it, in regards to beings like vampires. The dead aren't supposed to plague the living.
Okay.
When you die, you're supposed to go to the underworld. You're not supposed to be walking around. In my youth, I took that very seriously.
Okay.
I've staked more than a few of my fair share of vampires. I've even relished setting a few of them out into the sun. Let me tell you something. It doesn't look like a fun experience.
So the myths are true about the sunlight then?
Oh, yeah. And I don't know what myths you've heard, but if you've heard bad things, I can pretty much guarantee, yeah, it's bad. Yeah, kind of. I get the feeling that there's always that myth of the whole curse of Cain, and Cain being cursed by God, and that, he's supposed to walk the earth as neither living nor dead kind of thing. And that vampirism is a curse.
Oh shit.
So I think it's safe to say that having the purity of sunlight touches you is supposed to be a reminder of that curse. Now, I didn't make the rules. I don't know the truth of any of that.
Okay.
But, Dom, you need it. I need you. And I don't know what happened between you and Eresh, but my man, you gotta understand something. She was alive 4,500 years ago and put into suspended animation, and she woke up here. Her life then and her life now, I don't even think culture shock can possibly put it into the proper definition.
I mean, you're not wrong.
And given what she used to do before ending up here, it's two words that come to mind. Sexual politics. You have to remember, she grew up in a time where men were men. It was the cradle of human civilization. And because the strength of men was needed to protect that civilization, it was a male-dominated society. It's not like what we have here today.
Yeah, it's just, I'm only, they call me the kid in the group. I was 30 when I changed, but keep in mind, I haven't been around nearly as long as, especially Eresh. It's just hard because things were just different where I come from. And I don't see things the way she does.
You can't.
I couldn't if I tried.
There's no frame of reference. Even I can't see things the way she does. We follow the same religion, and I can still never see things the way she does.
Oh, shit.
There's just some things you just don't have the frame of reference to be able to truly understand. So I can only recommend one of two things. Either just be professional and leave it at that, or the more difficult one, which is faith and patience.
Well, like I said, I'm a man of my word. Some of my comrades I'm not really fond of in general, but like I said, I made you a promise. Cure or not, we'll cross that bridge when we come to it. And I didn't know if you heard anything, how word gets around, but despite everything that happened, I will still protect Eresh. I will keep it civil. That being said, is there anything I can do in the meantime to get my mind off this shit and start preparing for the next job?
Weren't you an 80s kid?
I was, actually.
He reaches to his backpack, that ratty leather backpack that he always has with him.
Okay.
And he reaches into it. Once again, I think you've seen this before, where he reaches down all the way to his shoulder into it, which doesn't seem physically possible. And he pulls out a Commodore 64.
Holy fucking diver. I haven't seen one of those in...
And he hands it over to you. And he says, fully programmed with all the games, Commodore 64.
No shit. All right.
Have fun with your diversion. I've got a gig set up. It's going to happen in a couple of days. Everything's pretty much ready to go. We're just going to have to get the team together to talk about it. But until then, why don't you just relax, degauss, and have fun with something that was from your childhood. I find that tends to help.
I've got to shake his hand. Thank you. And
no problem.
Thanks for the bourbon. It's good shit.
Yeah. And if you need to talk again, you let me know, okay?
Might take you up on that, but...
as you saw, sometimes I'm a little busy. It may take me a bit to get back to you, but...
Better late than never.
Yeah.
Appreciate you, Reaper. Thanks again.
No problem.
And I walk him out.
Okay.
And then I tackle that Commodore.
Okay. You get it all set up, plug the joystick in, and you just start going to town. Sure enough, he's right. It's got all the games.
Nice. So yeah, I'm just focused on that right now.
All right. And as the night goes by and you reconnect with your childhood, that is where we will leave this vignette and move on to the next. And welcome back. It is sundown. You have all awakened from your sleep of the dead. Started to trundle out from your bedrooms, figure out what you're going to do for the day, when each of you get a text message on your phone. When you read it, it says, "Hey guys, party is on. Meet at the Broadway bar and let them know you are with the Simpsons party. See you at 8, Lil."
What party? Send.
Who are the Simpsons?
What are the-
Send.
What are the deets? LOL.
Who's this?
And the response you get is Lil.
Be left on red?
Hello?
What was your
Send.
question again?
Me?
No, it was what party? Question mark. Send.
The response you get is the party we're supposed to have. Duh. And when you ask who are the Simpsons, the response you get is that would be the people who were running the party. Duh.
Dress code? Question mark.
Whatever you'd like to wear.
I need more specifics.
It's downtown LA, probably casual.
Okay.
What kind of party? Question mark.
The kind where we get together and talk about stuff.
Okay. Send.
I just say, I'll be there. Send.
Okay.
Mark.
What's the deets? LOL.
These These messages went out individually, right?
Yes.
Or is it like a group chat?
No. The messages went out individually,
Just
so
checking.
yeah, you're not responding to everyone.
Okay.
I'm just gonna go. I'm gonna go to Eresh.
Okay.
Knock on her door.
Okay. I open it.
Did you get the text?
Yeah. I actually responded this time.
Ah, that's.
That way Dom doesn't have to come and get me.
You guys are still doing that awkwardness. You know what? I'm here in a corner. I told you I was. We've been talking about it. And I don't say anything that was repeated to him when I'm hanging out with him, but are you okay?
Fine.
I know you're older than me, but you can't find me.
Okay. I'm not fine. There's nothing that you can do.
I'm sorry. All I can do is listen.
It's probably for the best anyway. Last time I fell for anyone, I literally lost everything. And he says that he's still hung up on his fiancée. But if what I'm doing bothers him, then maybe he's not as hung up as he says that he is. But I can't be the only one that fights for us.
I get that.
So,
I told you I'm not going to meddle. I'm just here to talk. But how are you going to dress for this thing?
I don't know. Lil says to wear whatever I want.
She says it's a meeting, so
I know, but I want it to look nice.
then look nice. Maybe rub it in someone's face.
You think he even care?
I think he does, in his own way.
Let's see. What are you gonna wear? Something black?
Yeah.
There's
If it's just a meeting and it's not a party, yeah.
maybe throw a little red or something in with it. Or
I'm good.
not.
Yeah, no, I'm good. Thank you. So
Okay.
let's get ready and go.
Yeah, sure. Are you and Dawn gonna argue the whole time?
No, I prefer not to speak to him at the moment.
Okay, that works.
Yeah. I'm just gonna go to my room now, okay? It was a good time. Thank you. I'm gonna go back to my room now. You get ready.
Gentlemen, anything you need to do?
I'm just gonna get ready. Well, play my Commodore until it's time to get ready,
Right.
and then get ready and
Right.
head out.
I'm doing a Tom Cruise in my place.
I hate you.
It's enough.
Wonder if I should go see Dom. Why not? Let's see if he's ready.
Yeah.
Open up.
The fuck?
It's the police.
I peek out my. I open the door.
Hey, how you doing? You ready for the party, huh? We're gonna have fun. We're gonna have drinks. You know, we're gonna play a game. It's called Have you met Dom? How you doing? Huh? I'm gonna shut the door on me. I'm gonna stop the exit.
I slam the door in his face.
Hey, it's t-shirt time.
Whatever you're on, get off of it. Get ready.
I'm already ready. Who aren't you ready?
I just ignore it. I go take a swig of whatever vodka I got.
Okay.
Hello? Hello?
Is it time to leave at this point?
Yeah,
or-
pretty much.
Okay. I open up the door. I'm like, get your ass downstairs, man. And then I just slam the door and head out.
I'm walking down. I just go, hey.
The only thing you need is a leather jacket if you're going to do that.
Be a long fucking night.
Hey.
So, are you going to travel together or take your own transportation?
I take my own transportation.
Okay.
Same.
All right.
Hey, how you doing?
I'll take
We're
it.
going to have a good night, huh? Come on, señorita. I'll pay, don't worry. Senor,
I'm gonna take my own transportation.
Okay.
well, I guess it's just me and you, senor, so if you get me there on time, double.
Well, the Uber lifts are all automated, so there's no human driver.
Oh, poor lonely boy.
But you all arrive at downtown LA and make your way to the Broadway bar. It's a very light rain is falling. Just enough to give the concrete and asphalt a nice sheen of wet. The Broadway bar was established in 2004, transforming the location of a former printing press into a unique cocktail lounge. Situated in the historic core of downtown LA, it sits inside a Gothic Revival era building and adjacent to the magnificent Orpheum Theater. The entire building weathered the big quake of 2025, allowing the bar to survive the storm and stay in business. This landmark bar features an opulent interior design. It has 2 floors of public areas along with an outdoor patio space. And as you walk up, you can see the Broadway bar in blue neon, just above 2 double doors. What are you going to do?
Who's manning the door?
There's no one outside the door.
Okay.
There's light foot traffic and, of course, computer-controlled vehicles going back and forth, but there's no one actually outside the door itself.
Okay. Then I'm going to try to enter.
All right. You enter through the double doors, and it looks like you stepped into a 1950s movie. It has a very old world feel to it. Maybe the heydays of the 50s, although some of the touches that could be considered maybe even the 20s. A well-dressed and attractive woman with dark hair stands behind a podium. Next to her is a velvet rope, and on the other side of said rope is a rather large, muscled man that looks like he could come from Rent-A-Brute. Welcome to the Broadway bar. How many in your party?
4, sweetheart.
4, sweetheart.
And do you have reservations?
Yes, we are the Simpsons.
We're with the Simpsons.
With the Simpsons. We are with the Simpsons.
At that, she just looks at the man, gives a nod. He steps up, unclips the rope, and allows you to enter. Welcome. Just head upstairs.
Thank you, Hulk.
Who's Hulk? How do you know his name?
I'm gonna head upstairs.
Same.
You make your way through the club that is decently populated. The stairs lead up to a second level that overlooks the main floor. And as you just scan about the room, there's a 50-foot chandelier that lights the bar itself on the first floor and creates a magnificent centerpiece for the main room. The mezzanine level features a separate bar, seating area, and a smoking patio. And as you reach that second level, you can see that it is completely empty, save for Reaper and Zealot. Zealot is currently at the bar, pouring herself a drink. She is dressed in a short dark suit that contrasts with the shock of white hair on her head. Reaper is dressed in a dark blue suit with gold brocade that complements his silver hair. He is seated at a table, and when you get onto the floor, he just motions for you to have a seat.
That's it.
That's it.
Evening all.
Reaper?
How are y'all doing?
Suave. Very nice. Like the party, like the place you picked out.
It's a very nice place. I highly recommend it.
Definitely gonna come by here.
So, you're here because I have a job for you. As far as I'm concerned, it's an important one because it allows me to write off a promise that's currently on my list. I've gotten word through a contact that Tremere are going to be having a little display of their ill-gotten gains that they have gathered from the archaeologist teams that they have all around the globe. Apparently they're searching for where clues about where Cain and the antediluvians could be. That's not what I'm concerned about. One of the items on display will be a necklace that belongs to a certain lady that's sitting with us.
Did you verify that it's there?
Yeah, he sent me pictures. And at that, he pulls up his phone and shows you a picture of the necklace.
When does it start?
Starts tomorrow,
What time?
8 p.m.
How are we getting in?
That's what we're here to talk about. Now, he sent me a few other pictures, but like I said, he's an informant. He has to keep everything on the down low. He told me that there's a lot of artifacts and more than he could send pictures on. So while there could be some other useful trinkets there, our primary goal is for Eresh to get her property back. I want to make sure that's understood.
Understood.
Party full of Tremers. Should be fun.
Yeah, you and I see the definition of the word fun differently.
As long as we can kill some of those Tremers.
It'll be a
Then I
pleasure.
would say it would be fun.
I agree.
Now, Zealot and I will be accompanying all of you on this mission. Lil will be running Overwatch. The big question is, how do we want to accomplish this job?
We blow them up.
Are you?
Let God sort them out.
It is.
Not until we have my necklace.
Oh, that first, of course.
Yeah, I was going to say, I don't want to do archaeology to try to get her necklace back.
Stupid.
Fucking dumbass.
Well, at least they'll be all dead, so we can all just find it.
How can
So-
we intercept without making too much noise?
The problem is
Infiltrate.
it's already at the location.
So we need to infiltrate and retrieve.
Exactly. The unveiling is happening in a nightclub called The Dynasty. While the club itself looks normal, the vampires congregate in what used to be the lower level of what was once a parking garage before the big quake happened. It's the only part of the garage that actually survived intact. That's where the unveiling is happening. Oh, and I should mention my informant's going to be there. He will be wearing a gold tie and gold handkerchief, and the tie will have a bloodstone clasp. I'd appreciate it if you avoided ending him. He's been a very good informant up to this point.
Make sure you're listening.
How many
I'm sorry,
entrances?
what?
One. Now, there's supposed to be a service elevator in the back, but there's only one entrance through an elevator to enter the club. These are vampires. They don't care about OSHA standards and things like, emergency stairwells, blah, 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 blah. It's a vampire-only club. Rumor is, and it's just a rumor, according to my informant, it's actually controlled by the cam. So, while getting your property back is important, how much we want to piss off the Camarilla is a completely other issue. Still,
So we either pretend to be part of the party and enter through the front, or pretend to be part of the staff and enter through the service entrance in the back.
Being part of the party is easy. My informant can get us invitations.
But how do we hide who we are? They're going to recognize at least me. If not, won't they recognize you as well?
They all know what I am.
Whether or not, well, Dr. Maxwell will probably recognize you. I have no doubt. But the rest of the vampires that are going to be there probably don't know you from anyone else. I almost said know you from Kane, and that would have been a bad pun.
Is the doctor going to be there?
He most likely will, and I want to make sure something's understood. He's more powerful than you are. He also has a bodyguard. A La Sombra bodyguard. So, do me a favor. Get your necklace. Zealot and I will worry about Maxwell and his bodyguard.
Is that a promise? Or is that just a simply setting my priorities?
My promise to you is getting your necklace back.
Okay.
I understand you'd like to get some revenge in on that, but you taking on Maxwell is iffy. I'd like you to get your property back. That's the most important thing. Now, they're going to have weapon scanners. I have a way to at least provide you with a storage device to hide a couple of weapons. So that should you need them, you'll have them at your disposal.
What kind of storage device? What kind of weapons?
This kind of storage device. And when he snaps his finger, you see a gun just assemble itself into his hand in milliseconds.
It's like that one movie you had me watch, where he has like a suit around him, and he like. And
That's
like,
what gave me the idea.
Iron Man.
And then with the snap of his fingers, it disassembles and disappears. So you'll each get one.
Okay.
I'll have a handgun and a blade stored in it for you, so that should you need it, you'll have it.
So what kind of a party is it?
Oh, it's going to be one of those big extravagant parties that vampires like to have. There'll be probably plenty of blood flowing. It's, as I understand it, the Dynasty is mostly a vampires only establishment. It's possible that there may be some thralls and food to them there. I'd like to just walk in and clear the whole place out, but I'm trying to be a better person these days.
I'm not.
Maybe we could put some slow-acting poison in some of the drinks that are.
They're
being
already dead.
discussed.
Poison's not going to do anything.
What's the dress code?
I mean, I like where your head's at, but dress code's going to be very fine fashions.
Ooh, just my style. Sorry, guys.
Think-
Gotta keep up.
Think today chic.
Again, how are you going to keep
Elegance.
the wolf from being noticed?
I've got a plan for that. But depends on how
wolfy
intent
she
their
is.
security is going to be in that regard. If you've got an invitation, hiding in plain sight might be better.
I can always distract the guard as we're entering. Just paying less attention to you.
And I go in.
I mean, once we're in there, I don't know if anyone's going to necessarily think twice if we don't say anything, or if you don't
Lose my shit.
change. I
Don't lose your shit.
wasn't going to say
That's
that,
going to.
Oh,
but
unless the time comes, then feel free to lose your shit.
Okay.
Easier said than done.
Okay, so I've been watching a lot of those movies.
Don't lose your shit right now either. You, shut up.
Thank you.
So I've been watching a lot of those movies that you recommended, and there's lots of ways that they sneak weapons in. So they break them into pieces and sneak them in pretending that it's a camera, or in one of those movies they had 3D printed weapons that you could hide in all sorts of places.
You did this.
I've
Yeah, I
got
know,
lots of
I know.
cleavage. I can
It's my
hide a dagger. I could wear a garter, and I could hide something there.
Well, and that's what these are going to be for. He taps the bracelet that's on his wrist.
But maybe we want more weapons than that.
Yeah, like our own. The ones that we've had for a while. I have to have my pistols. I feel like I'm naked if I don't go on with them.
Yeah, that's a good point. I hadn't thought about that. That's what I get for juggling too many things.
Yeah.
Reaching down, he pulls up his backpack. I need you to make an air table. The target number is 6.
3.
He reaches into his pack, and you can just smell burnt quintessence coming off of him as he reaches in all the way down to his shoulder. He comes up with a bracelet that looks kind of like his own. Hands it over to you. Says, all right, what you want to do is place your gun, place the weapon in the bracelet, give a snap of the finger while you're holding it, and it'll get stored into the bracelet.
All right.
That one will hold 6.
Thank you.
It's like a Mary Poppins bag. I watched that one recently. That wasn't one he recommended, but someone at work did. So I watched it. And
A lot of movies here.
it was good.
All right.
Any other questions?
Sayonara.
Once we're there, what do we do?
Once we're there, just initially act like you're part of the crowd, enjoying the festivities, taking a look at what there is to see. Identify where your necklace is. Okay, we need one thing's for sure. We need to be on the down low until we know exactly where her necklace is.
Okay, so locate it first.
Once it's been located, I'm probably going to make a distraction.
Oh, whoa. Can you be a little bit more specific on what kind of distraction?
Something theatrical,
Yeah, that's what scares me.
maybe with a little bit of comedy in it.
Okay.
Just to get everyone's attention, and while their attention's focused on me, get your necklace.
You gonna use the flashy one over there?
Don't worry, I am my own distraction.
I think you are a
Well, we're gonna be
distraction,
going
just kind of
into
in
my
general.
territory, so that means we all got to at least doll up.
To be honest, it's one of the reasons I kind of like him.
Yes, thank you so much. So,
You got
I guess
back.
I'm going to have to be teaching you how to use panache, right?
Panache?
Oh, you already have it, sweetheart. I'm talking about these two.
I will
Okay.
rip your face off.
Oh, yeah?
I'm all
I'll
right.
rip your face
All right, you
Let's
two.
do that over there at
All
the
right, you
party.
two.
Okay, hold on, because he has a point. If you guys can't look like you belong there, you're gonna stand out like a sore thumb. I got that one right?
Yeah, you got that one
Okay.
right. You're getting
So
better.
you're going to stand out. Okay, so what pointers?
Well, dress elegantly. And, is it a masquerade theme?
No, last I heard, but
Maybe we make it a masquerade.
Then we stand up.
Okay, look, show extra skin. It's a good distraction by itself. They tend not to look at anything else.
Don't worry, I have a few outfits for
my
you.
informant says it's not uncommon for soirees like this for some vampires to wear a mask.
Wonderful!
Why is
We're
that
gonna have
wonderful?
such a great party. I can tell you this much. It's
Doesn't
gonna be
that
really
make
fun.
It hard?
Huh?
Doesn't that make it harder for you? Like if you have something over your face, you can't eat and drink.
No,
I
you
still
only
don't know why
it's-
you eat or
you
drink.
get the
but-
half one. The half one. You know, it only covers your eyes.
Okay. So
Suddenly goes like this. You know,
is that like the
like Phantom of the Opera.
Clark
Very,
Clark something where you wear glasses and no one can tell who you are?
Yes, you'll be Clark Kent.
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 So it's vampires and those that are feeding them, correct? What is the alcohol use, or no, not alcohol, drug use there?
There won't be any.
Oh,
Good.
you're gonna miss out.
No.
It's okay.
What are you thinking?
No, I just wanted to keep him under control.
Or at least I would think there wouldn't be any, unless, you know, some people are bringing their own. But I doubt there's going to be any offered by the club itself.
You never know, but it always sneaks in, one way or another.
And you
But don't worry, I got some clothes for you.
One way or another, do you mean yourself?
Don't need your clothes.
I would say look at the mirror, but we can't. But
That was a little harsh.
we can't.
I know we can't, but you don't have to say we should look in the mirror. That was harsh.
I didn't say.
Say you're
look in the
sorry.
mirror. What am I saying? Am I sorry to myself?
To Dom.
Okay, let's get back on task.
Sorry,
Anything else we should know?
but don't worry. You're going to look good.
Anyways,
What does your informant look like? You said gold tie, gold handkerchief with a blood red stone.
Yeah, with a tie clasp that has
Tie
a
clasp. Okay.
bloodstone.
Tall, short,
He's kind of tall, almost as tall as me.
thin, fat.
Yeah, he's definitely thin. He's kind of got that. He's kind of got that. I'm too thin because I've been doing too much cocaine look going for him.
oh, damn.
So he looks like a druggie.
He doesn't look like a druggie. He's just, very thin face, almost to the point where you think he's not eating.
Okay.
Oh.
Did you say whether he's a vampire, right? Or
Oh
is
yeah, he's
he-
Tremere, but he works for us.
So we're trusting a Tremere with all of this?
No, we're trusting this Tremere. Look, I've been doing this for a long time. And if there's one thing I've learned is that if you want to get shit done, you've got to cultivate allies in the right places. This guy he's basically like you. He's been fucked over by the Tremere, but he was forced into it, had to carry a blood bond, and now he's fortunately more of a free agent at this point, but he's never forgotten what they've done to him.
Okay.
So he's not that kind of Tremere.
Okay.
Is there anything else we should know?
I already mentioned Dr. Maxwell and the fact that he's got a somber bodyguard. So,
Can I know who Dr. Maxwell is, please?
what was that?
Who is Dr. Maxwell?
Dr. Maxwell, can I let the cat out of the bag?
Sure. Go for it.
Are you sure?
It's fine.
All right. Dr. Maxwell is the one that turned Eresh against her will and did experiments on her, no less. Now, Dr. Maxwell's not an antediluvian, but he is a very powerful vampire.
Okay.
It's one of the reasons why he's got a La Sombra bodyguard, which is going to be a headache in and of itself. But given the fact that he is a few generations older than any of you, I don't want you trying to tangle with him. Tangle with the minions and the bodyguards. I'm pretty sure if push comes to shove, the normal, quote, clientele is probably just going to rush out the door.
Okay.
Because they don't want to get involved.
Got it.
If I say Armageddon, you need to dive for cover. And I do mean hard cover.
Shit.
Wait, isn't Armageddon the end of the world?
Yeah, yeah, that's what it means.
So we don't leave.
No.
Dive.
You just need to dive for hard cover. So put like a table between you and me. Put anything solid between you and me.
What are you thinking of doing, Reaper?
It's his distraction.
Well, there
Get rid
are
of those.
some spells I have at my disposal that vampires don't exactly like.
Yeah,
Shit.
by all means.
Like creating pure daylight.
Yeah.
So you don't want to be exposed when I do that.
Okay. That's all I need to know. And that's all we need to know, is it?
I think that's pretty much it. So if you all are cool with the idea of going in as visitors,
Go as visitors.
I can get the invitations.
Okay.
Like I said, it happens in 2 days.
Okay.
So that's going to be more than enough time to make sure I've got anything else that I need prepped. Is there anything any of you need?
Are we going in individually? Are we going in
So-
paired up?
Go
I'd recommend individually.
Okay. Staggered times, maybe?
Yeah.
I'd like to talk to you offline.
All right.
Anybody else good?
The devil says it. I'm in.
Cool.
I'm in.
Okay. You know I'm there, so.
Well, you're kind of the important linchpin in this process because I need you to
They just said
be able
that
to
we're in,
identify the
like,
necklace.
I thought we were doing like one of your sound off things where everyone's supposed to say that,
Oh, yeah.
that they're in.
Oh, no, I'm just
I'm
saying.
in.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
Are you in?
Oh, you
Did you say
son of a
you're in?
bitch! I'm in.
Okay. Everyone sounded off.
Cool.
All right. Well, if you want to stay and enjoy the atmosphere, you are welcome to.
But I'm gonna enjoy a fine cigar.
Why do you smoke? Like you can't
He's already dead. What's it going to do to him?
I like
make
the
him
taste.
throw up.
I like the taste. It's a very, delicious.
Does it taste as good going down as it does coming up? Does it taste as good coming up as it does going? What? How does that go?
It tastes good. It going down. Down.
Then when it comes back up, like when
It-
you're eating.
I'm
and
not
drinking.
going to eat it.
No, but
This is like daylight savings time. Is it fall forward and
Spring back.
spring back, or is it?
Spring.
Well,
forward.
wait, but you can fall any direction.
This fall.
yeah. Wait, you can fall any direction, so I don't get it.
You can't fall.
I'll
It's called jumping.
I'll tell you about daylight
Okay.
savings sometime, and you'll go, wow, that's stupid.
I'm saying, wow, that's stupid anyways, so we're good.
All right. Well, you kids have fun. We'll talk to you later.
Senor.
And
Okay.
at that, he walks up to Zealot, and they're gone.
Told this man I wanted to.
I have a medallion.
You said offline, so
Yeah.
he was assuming this kind of offline.
Yeah. Gotta be very specific with that man. I'll prove it.
Yeah.
Okay. I want to pull Eresh to the side real quick.
Okay.
We told Reaper we weren't going to go after Dr. Maxwell, but I made you a promise.
There's no way we could take him.
If there was an opening.
What do you have in mind?
We'll have to figure out when we're there, but if you can't control yourself, or I understand what it's like to have someone take everything from you. We had this conversation before. We won't act irrationally, but if there is a chance and you feel like you need it, I'll go down fighting beside you, Eresh. I made a promise.
We'll scope things out when we're there.
Okay.
But I'm not joking when I said I don't think we could take him. Maybe if we can separate him from his bodyguard, but even then, we'll see when we get there. There's just too many what ifs and possibilities, and maybe we'll get lucky and we won't even see him and it won't be a problem. And
Well, if we run into him, or you do, let me know and I'll be there.
thank you.
Welcome. Now let's go hit on people, I guess. I don't know.
Sounds like a plan.
Yeah.
Is there a bar?
There is.
All right. I'm gonna go to the bar.
All right. You head downstairs to the bar.
All right. Hey, how you doing? You guys have Luxa Soda by any chance?
We do.
Do you have packets?
Yeah.
Can I get a Bloody Mary? You know what I mean?
Sure thing.
A real one?
He sets you up a Bloody Mary.
Thanks. Then just go back upstairs and just kind of see if I notice anything. Just
Okay.
kind of blend in.
Okay. Go ahead and give me a wits plus alertness.
Wits plus alertness?
Yeah.
All right. So 6. Target number?
Let's go with 7.
7? Alright. So I got... And 1 cancels out a success, right?
Correct.
Okay. So I got 1 success and 1 explosion.
Okay. And if you want to reroll the 10, you can.
Reroll it. Target number 7?
Yeah.
5.
Okay. So 1 success.
Yes.
So you're just kind of on the railing, looking down, looking at the crowd. Seems like the bar does pretty good business. But other than that, you really don't see anything that stands out.
Okay.
At least at first.
At first.
And that's when you spot, walking in from the entry, a priest. The typical, suit with the white collar.
Okay.
There is a gold cross hanging from his neck. And even from here, you can feel his faith. As if it was the sun itself burning your skin.
What the fuck? Okay, I'm gonna look around. Do I notice any of them in the area?
Did you guys go down to the bottom floor?
She kind of just pulled me away right there, so we're on the second floor.
Yeah, we're sitting.
Yeah. But you said you wanted to go down
Yeah, fine.
and hit on people? And...
Oh, I thought you meant the party. Like, I thought she meant at the party. I hadn't planned. I mean, I could teach you a few things if you wanted.
Yeah, I guess.
Okay, then sure, we can go down and,
Alright.
and I can teach you a few things.
Give me another wits plus alertness.
Copy.
Because now you're specifically looking for them within this crowd.
Target number? 7 again?
Actually, we'll make it 6.
6. Okay. So I got 2 successes and 1 explosion. I'll keep the explosion.
Okay. So 3 successes total.
Yes.
You do spot them. They are currently at the bar, actually nearest the balcony. So you can easily spot them.
These 2?
Yeah.
Alright. I'm gonna run up and approach him.
Okay.
So one of the first things is kind of scoping them out to see kind of what their wants are. So you're looking for what their...
I'm sorry, I don't mean to interrupt. I'm sorry, but I think we might be in some trouble. I
Reed?
just saw
What do you mean?
there's a priest approaching the club.
What?
There's a fucking priest approaching the club.
Actually approaching the bar.
The bar.
We need to go.
Yeah, I could feel it. It feels
Where
bad.
is the stupid
You
Don?
shit.
I look around for Don Alejandro.
Yeah, same.
Don Alejandro, what do you do?
I'm at the smoking area enjoying a fine cigar.
Okay.
So he's outside.
So I'm outside.
The last you saw him, he stepped outside to the smoking area on the second floor to enjoy a cigar.
Okay, we can go back up to the second second floor, and then we're gonna search for him, I guess.
Okay.
What do we?
Do we need to
You
be honest?
walk out the double doors onto the smoking patio, and that's where he still is. As you walk out onto the smoking patio, Don Alejandro, would you give me a wits plus alertness roll, please?
Target number?
5, actually.
Let's see.
2.
2? Alright. 2's enough. You're on the smoking patio, enjoying a cigar. Granted, it doesn't quite taste like it used to. That's one of the downsides you found of being a vampire, is nothing has that full-bodied taste that you remember. It's like a shadow of that former memory. However, as you're reminiscing over what it tastes like now as opposed to what it tastes like when you're alive, the balcony overlooks an alleyway. Rather clean alleyway, interestingly enough, for downtown LA. Partly because of this smoking patio. Nobody wants to look at garbage. And that's when you see from the street level, where you can see a lot of traffic flowing back and forth, a man in a white suit steps into the alleyway.
Do I feel anything?
You don't feel anything, but it's like he's looking right at you. Doesn't do anything, just continues to stand there.
I'm gonna have my hand slowly grab my pistol.
I need an arete roll from you, please. The target number is 5.
2.
Someone's burning a lot of quintessence not far away.
Okay, so we really gotta get out of here.
When we find dipshit.
Yep.
Lovely night, senor.
Okay, do we recognize him from the last when we first saw him?
When you walk out onto the balcony, you can see he's exactly like he is now, and he's just spoken to someone.
I want to call Reaper.
Okay.
Okay, we'll call him. Wait for him to call. Answer. Hoping this fucker answers.
This is our go.
We're in trouble. The man in the white suit.
Are you fucking...
He's
I'll be right there.
okay.
Don't
So have we
hesitate.
seen the man in the white suit? Have we seen him? Or
Give
just-
me a witness. Give me a wits plus alertness, please.
Target number?
5.
4.
Wait for me.
Alright.
Hold on. What was the target number?
5. How much? What?
2.
5.
Okay, 2.
2.
I got none.
4.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
None.
So you two spot him. You're too busy looking at Don Alejandro, who's currently looking like he's gonna, draw a weapon, trying to go, what's going on? You, Eresh, recognize this individual. This individual is the same man in a white suit that was there when you guys rescued Strega.
Okay, I am going to approach Don. Alejandro, there you are. I've been looking everywhere for you. And I just I kind of run my hand down his arm, and I lean in close like I'm going to give him a kiss on the cheek. We need to leave now. Come on, let's go join the party.
I turn over and like, no sudden movements. Do not panic.
And at that, the double doors open up and Reaper walks out. And he looks around and he goes, oh good, you're all... Are you fucking kidding me? And he addresses the guy in the white suit. Don't you have anything better to do with your time? And at that, I need everyone to make a wits plus alertness roll for initiative.
Well, that just went well.
Maybe calling Reaper was a bad choice.
Target?
Target number 7.
2.
What was it? I got two explosions. So I keep rolling, or
Just keep them. If
I'll keep
No,
it. So
just
3.
just keep them. Okay. No, just keep it.
Just keep it. Okay.
Doesn't feel like a good explosion.
Twice exploded. Unless you really want to go first.
Let's do it. Let's do it. Ooh, I like that one.
So you got 4?
I like that one. I got 3. 3 out of 4. Wait, what? I got 3 over 7.
Yes.
No tengo 3 más de ti.
I'm gonna throw you.
I have 3 more than hard.
I'm gonna throw you to the man in white.
It's bound
Colonel
to happen.
Sanders down there.
Don Alejandro. How many?
I got 3.
3. Okay. Eresh.
2.
Dom.
0.
So you get at least 1.
Okay, so 1.
Bye.
2.
2. Okay.
It got canceled out.
All right. At that, the man in white snaps his fingers, and 2 rather large men in black enter into the alleyway. And when they do, these miniguns come out of their back on articulated arms and start to spin up.
Maybe the man in white is an alien. The men in black and then the alien.
He looks more like the chicken man to me.
Chicken man?
The man who sells the chicken.
What movie is that from?
It's a restaurant.
I don't eat.
No. It's okay.
Okay. Is it in a movie,
Can
maybe?
try KFC?
Sure.
Man, I'd like to get an idea of what you're smoking right now, but I'm too busy.
KFC.
The Colonel?
BRB.
Colonel
No, it's okay. We're just let's get ready.
Kickin' Friday Night Colonel.
I'm good.
Okay. You said KFC.
Kentucky Fried Chicken.
Oh. I still don't eat.
No, it's alright.
So.
I'll take either. Just we can watch it. An advertisement so you can see what I'm talking about.
Okay. Do that.
And at that, Reaper goes, the word of the day is no. And he does this. and both miniguns just crumple as they were spinning.
See, now I am glad that I called you.
Damn.
And that brings us to Don Alejandro.
Looks like the party came early. I'm grabbing my Colt. I'm gonna hold my attack.
Okay. Eresh and Maya, whichever you has the higher wits plus alertness gets to go first.
This is 2, 4.
Same. So what next?
No. Rock, paper, scissors?
Rock, paper, scissors, lizard, Spock.
Okay.
No, just you guys can decide who wants to go first.
You can go first.
Okay. I'm going to pull out my 2 pistols
Okay.
and duck for cover and hold my action. That's
Okay. All right.
I noticed a lot of quintessence earlier, so I'm going to throw up my tarot cards and I'm going to do break the flow
Okay.
to try to interrupt any quintessence.
Okay.
And then I roll my irritate for that, right?
Correct.
Okay. And target number.
Target number will be 7.
4.
don't ever do that again. Never fucking don't.
They don't call me Beth for nothing.
How many?
4.
4?
Sorry, I
Okay.
thought you heard me.
Sorry, I thought you were still calculating.
Oh, no, I calculated that one really quick. 4. I want to hi-ya and break. the flow.
Amazingly enough, thanks to ones, he only got 3. So what ends up happening is the shield that he had put up around himself shatters and falls like almost like broken glass before the fragments just dissipate and disappear into thin air.
Okay, now's the time to attack. I got his shield down.
I'll go for the attack.
Go after.
Okay?
I'm throwing a shot
Dex
at him.
plus firearms.
Dex plus firearms. Where are you? Okay.
Oh, don't forget to spend.
Yeah, I already
Deduct the
marked
blood
them
points.
actually.
Daddy needs a dead bodyguard. What's the target number?
For this, the target number will be 7.
Ooh. I got Doggy, and his name was Bingo.
Who's Bingo? Why are you talking about a dog?
Right.
You're supposed to be shooting.
Oh, no.
If you don't want to aim for his privates, aim for his head or his
What?
heart or just aim and fire.
Fire! 5.
You
5?
really
Okay.
like, you really like the private parts.
I did actually.
I've seen it.
He just barely dodges out of the way of your shot.
Puta madre.
You're supposed to aim.
I did aim.
And at that brings us to Maya. You said you were holding action.
Yes, that's holding action. I'm gonna shoot one and then the other.
Okay.
So do 7 each, right? Okay, here's 1. What's the number?
7.
2. That cancels out. So 2 on 1.
2.
And
Okay.
then the other one is 1. And 1 for the other.
It's almost as if he can anticipate your shots and just moves out of the way. However, you do hit one of the men in black.
Okay.
And at the end of the round, there's a pop.
He hasn't gone yet.
Oh, sorry.
So I know where I was at. All I could see was Alejandro. Do I see what's going on yet, or
Well, at this point,
We're shooting.
Two
at
people have
someone.
drawn guns and fired down the alleyway.
Okay, shit.
And your head follows that direction, and you see a man in white and two men in black. And the men in black have miniguns that are currently like crumpled messes on these articulated arms that came out of their backs.
Mm-hmm. Okay. All right. Well, I guess I'll go ahead and shoot.
Okay.
Shoot the men in white. So that's Dex plus firearms.
Yes.
7.
7.
I got 1 success.
Well, that's okay because he got 2 unanswered ones. So go ahead and roll the damage plus 1. Sorry, plus 2.
This is just for damage, right?
This is for damage.
So. $23.
No, it's
Target
difficulty is
number.
6 to
Oh.
So
determine.
anything 6.
Oh, okay.
So how many 6s did you get?
1, 2. I got 2 successes.
2 6. Okay. So he zigs when he should have zagged. Takes a bullet in the shoulder,
Nice.
but he's still standing.
Of course he is.
And then at the end of the round, there is a pop. And for a brief millisecond, it's like you no longer exist in the universe. And then all of a sudden, you're back at the base.
Is this guy gonna be an issue every time we go?
Who is he?
I'm going to have to look into that.
Who ordered the burger here?
It's not a burger. It's chicken.
Yeah, that's why he would get mad.
Wait, what?
But with all the politics going on in LA right now, I don't know if it was specifically us he was after or just anyone in general.
There was also a priest there.
That's,
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yes, that's
There
why we
any
originally came up
Ah.
with it.
Hermano de Dios.
so you don't know if there's any reason why he's coming after anyone associated with you.
Specifically with me, no. Like I said, it's the... I don't know how much you know about LA, but there was an anarch revolution that lasted quite a few decades before the Camarilla tried to reassert itself. The prince that they chose was quite literally an asshat. Couldn't run an operation from a wet paper bag, quite frankly. And things started to get out of hand between the Camarilla and the Anarchs because the Anarchs don't like the Camarilla. They just want to do their own thing. The Camarilla doesn't like the fact that the Anarchs are potentially breaking the masquerade. One thing led to another, and the humans got involved.
People don't like people. We get it.
Well, yeah, pretty much.
Okay.
But, humans tend to not like things that, see them as prey. Humans like to think they're the top of the food chain. So vampires in general tend to be viewed badly. Well, needless to say, the human organizations decided to try to do a clean sweep. They did capture the prince and his consort. I get the feeling that some of the anarch leaders were lost in that process, along with, quite a few foot soldiers. Ever since then, there's kind of been this uneasy underground anarch movement going on because they've learned from that and said, okay, maybe the Camarilla wasn't completely stupid. The Camarilla hasn't really tried to reassert itself per se, which I think is why the dynasty exists. It's kind of their way to keep their finger on the pulse of the city without doing what they did last time. But that being said, human organizations tend to wax and wane. You'll get one administration that's all gung-ho and believes that the underworld of vampires and werewolves and everything does exist. And then they'll retire, and someone else will come in and say, you all are on drugs, this needs to be defunded. Well, it seems like the defunded camp had been winning within the last decade, but that could be changing. And then, of course, that guy in white is a mage. So to say that,
The Colonel.
they've got their own agendas, of course, is a completely different issue. And I don't have a lot of contacts within those organizations because the technocrats tend to be very, very controlling.
Yeah.
So trying to hide the fact that you're a double agent from technocrats is difficult at best. But yeah, I'll look into it, see what I can find.
Yeah, because if he keeps popping up, it's going to be a problem.
And if he keeps propping up, he's going to have to be dealt with, and he's not going to like being dealt with.
As long as we do the dealing rather than being dealt.
Oh shit.
That's usually the best way to go about it.
I agree.
I've spent a lot of flux. I need to get some rest. Why don't you guys just hang out here, and I'll get you back to your apartments tomorrow.
Oh,
Yeah.
you have no energy to talk real quick.
Oh no, I can talk.
I'd like to talk to you real quick.
Sure. Follow me to my office.
Okay.
And at that, he walks away with Maya. And that is where we will leave it for this vignette. Maya, you follow Reaper into his office. He holds it open so you can walk in, then closes it behind.
Okay.
Sits down at his desk. Oh, what can I do for you, Maya?
This whole thing seems a little iffy for me, especially with what happened with Dom and Eresh. We're going in as a team with half of us not speaking. I mean, I'll stomach the child for Eresh because I said I would help her. But we're going into territory that I know very well. Especially with my maker being what he was. The Tremere are not the greatest to deal with. And even they cause me great anxiety and terror.
They cause most people great anxiety and terror. Even in the Camarilla, they cause people most great anxiety and terror.
Yeah, but not a lot of people have been embraced by one.
True.
I'm worried about that too. The child knows what I am, but I heard how Eresh responded. How do I express what I am if she's ready to kill anyone who is remotely Tremere?
Well, except you're not Tremere. You've never been Tremere. You're not part of that group, even if the person who embraced you was part of that group, any more than she's not part of that group and she was embraced by that group. There's a difference between being Tremere and being embraced by Tremere. And that difference is as big as the Atlantic Ocean. I mean, my contact, my informant within the Tremere, is Tremere. But at the same time, he was treated so badly by them, which seems to be a common thing within the Tremere, that even he is willing to fuck over the Tremere. So you need to... Not everything's so black and white. And believe me, I understand where that mentality comes from, because it's the mentality I used to have. I used to think everything was black and white. As I got older and wiser, I realized that there's a lot of shades of gray. And not everything is... Oh, did I tell you I had a new dog?
Oh, I thought so. I didn't even want to send it out,
It's
though.
okay. But you can't... You've got to try to see where you can cultivate allies instead of seeing everything as a villain. I mean, even with villains, not every villain is a villain in his own eyes.
There's another thing. This Dr. Maxwell,
Yes.
you're having her go into some masquerade. Your dog walks around a lot. With someone who embraced her, who turned her into what she is, correct?
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
And don't you think that's difficult for her?
Oh, I'm sure it's going to be. But I want her to identify her necklace, as well as anything else that might be hers. I want to make sure we get her property back.
And
I consider that crucial.
It's crucial, but at the same time, if I were in her shoes, I would try to take the killing blow.
Well, and I can understand that too, but hopefully she understands that that's more easily said than done. Far more easily said than done. He's going to be a problem even for me. And if I'm saying the guy's going to be a problem, you know he's going to be a problem.
She's going through a lot. I just think...
Hey, we're all going through a lot.
I've been in her shoes.
I know you have. Which is why you'd be a good mentor for her right now. But remember, we're doing a job. Kind of like that mission in France.
It's always the mission in France, yeah.
Yeah. God, that was a clusterfuck. Still, we gotta stay focused and we gotta stay on task. And yeah, there's a lot of interpersonal crap going on right now. Hopefully I helped Dom get into the right headspace because he talked to me about it.
Mm-hmm.
So it's hard to have a relationship with someone when you have absolutely no frame of reference to work with from where they've been and what their life was like. There's not a single one of us in this room, me included, that can understand the life she lived. and what things were like for her. And Dom's just got to decide if, you know, he's going to try to have some faith and patience on that, or if he just doesn't have the faith and patience and just needs to walk away. It's better to do that than to potentially just make the relationship worse. Sometimes you got to know when to cut your losses.
Yeah.
Heck, I'd even say sometimes in order to win, you have to lose.
Okay. I'm all over what you said. Still worried, but we'll get it done.
You have every right to be worried. It's one of the reasons why Zealot and I are going in with you. Unfortunately, I got other people on other jobs. And we're just stretched thin with everything that's going on. Trying to make this world a better place, and that seems to be a daunting task. Especially with Pentex and everything they're doing, and then there's a lot to identify. And the sad thing is I just came here to try to find answers and got caught up trying to help people in the process. But that's my curse.
Yeah.
So how are you doing?
Okay, just trying to get by right now. Trying to get these.
No. How are you doing?
I don't know. I'm lost. I'm trying to step into a role that I never really have been put in. I've been, not to sound stupid, but a lone wolf this whole time.
Yeah, no, that's not stupid. Trust me, I understand.
And now I get to try to piece people together who are breaking up, and I can't be a hypocrite. I can't stand one of them. Dason is a mystery.
Yeah, well, he's... yeah, he's kind of a mystery.
Yeah.
I wanted to kind of have him in on this job, but I needed to pull him for something else, and I don't know if I'm going to be able to get him in time. So, if I can, great. If I can't, oh well.
I mean, the more, the better. But then that's another factor that we have to put in.
Well, there's safety in numbers, and it's even better when those numbers bring a whole bunch of guns. But I was serious when I said that I really would try for this to go off without clearing the room, as it were. I'm trying to be a better man today than I was yesterday. And there was a time in my life where if I encountered a vampire, my sole goal was to end its existence. Because in my belief, the dead should not walk the earth to plague the living. But it was a vampire that taught me that, actually, vampires are people too. And they can have their uses. And they can be useful as an evil fighting a greater evil. Provided you find the right ones. And I hope I found the right ones. It remains to be seen if, this whole team's going to come together, but, sometimes you got to try.
They're a good group.
I think so.
Mostly.
Well, Don Alejandro may have his quirks, but I really think his heart is more in the right place than he likes to let on. Oh, and I'm still looking for that fucking bitch.
Yeah.
So that hasn't stopped either. I've got people around the world trying to find where she is.
Yeah, because...
If she's even still around, for all I know, someone may have ended her because she was pulling strings with someone else and got found out, but I don't know.
Yeah, she used me, so I want a hand in that too.
I get the feeling you two aren't the first people she's used.
But yeah, thanks, Ripper.
Just doing my best, kid. You need anything else, you let me know.
Yeah, well, I think I'm gonna go talk to Eresh if she tries to kill me.
Okay.
Maybe
Yeah.
come running.
Yeah.
See you
Just
later.
scream bloody murder.
Yeah. Well, and then I'll head out. And I'll-
Leave the door open.
Okay. I leave it open and I go look for Eresh.
Okay. Eresh, if you would please come to the table. Eresh, what are you doing?
I am in my room.
Okay.
Yeah.
Or at least the room you used to
Yeah,
have,
the
I
one I
guess.
used to have. I'm doing
It hasn't been assigned to anybody else at the moment, so yeah, still there. Of course, you know, you moved all your stuff out when you moved to your apartment, but it's still a
It's
room.
at least familiar.
So I'll go to her room
Okay.
and I'll knock on the door.
Come on in.
And I'll open and go in.
Hey, what's up?
I think I should be forthcoming with you with what we're about to go into.
Okay. Did you have a plan for the doctor?
No.
Okay.
I want you to know that I told you before that I was embraced against my will, correct?
Yes.
From a vampire. He was surprisingly a Don. That slaughtered half my tribe and had me slaughter the rest. He was a Tremere. I found him years later with someone else and we killed him. And he ended up taking my friend as well.
Sorry.
Just wanted you to know that although I'm not one, I was embraced by one. And I didn't want to go into this whole thing with you not trusting me, that I have your back.
Thank you for telling me. I know that you have my back. And I know that out of anyone, you would probably understand the best. You've never given me any reason to doubt you, so I won't start now.
I've got your 6.
6?
It's
Is it
a
done?
military phrase. Reaper understands. It's your back in a sense,
Okay.
but I will be there.
Okay. 6. You've got my 6?
Yes.
Okay, so I can say it either way?
Yes.
Okay. Got your 6.
Good. Yeah.
And I've got your 6.
And if you do have the urge to attempt the impossible, I'll be right there.
If it was just me, that's the thing, is that it's not just me. We're going in as a group. And I can't put the group in danger like that. Especially knowing what he's capable of.
Still, the offer's there.
Thank you.
Well,
Don't tell Dom
I won't.
or Don, because I don't think he could keep his mouth shut.
Yeah, he can't.
Okay.
He talks a lot.
Yeah.
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 And I won't tell him.
Okay.
But if there's a chance that we can keep them safe and we can go for it, I'll be right there.
Okay.
My friend did that for me and I can do that for you.
But your friend that did that for you is the one that died, isn't it?
I've lived a long life and I'm not proud of everything I've done. What my maker made me do haunts me still to this day. So if I can go out doing something
go out in style. Is that what you're saying? You're gonna go out fighting with your boots on, with your heels on? Wait, hold on. There was a movie that he had me watch about lions, and they were flying a plane upside down, and they died, but they were going out with their shoes on, boots on. What's that?
I'm gonna text Ray
Doesn't matter.
and ask him what he's talking about.
You're gonna go out in style.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
I can do that.
Yeah, but just because you can doesn't mean that I want you to. Doesn't mean that I'm willing to let you either.
I'm here for you. Well, I'm gonna go get some rest. We got
Not a bad idea.
a big event. I'll go to my room.
Right. And with that, we will close it here and head to our next scene. It is nighttime. Just a little after 8 p.m. when you each arrive individually at the nightclub called The Dynasty. It is a single-story structure that looks like any of your typical nightclubs. The building takes up the majority of space, including a multi-level parking garage that exists at the corner of Georgia Street and James M. Wood Boulevard. You walk in to a interior that sports red and gold. It is an oriental theme that uses lots of dragons and oriental styling. With your invitations in hand, you make your way to the back where there is a set of double doors that lead to a private party room. Handing your invitations, he scans them and lets you through the doors. You are guided from there to what you would think would be a storage room for this small space. But when your guide opens the doors, the closet at the back wall slides to give you a view of an elevator, which you ride down to the actual club in question. The lower floor is a massive concrete space that has been decked out into a luxurious club. Tables, a bar, and dance floor all combine to create an elegant experience, regardless of the fact that blood is what is commonly served at the bar. The entire floor space is almost 161,000 square feet. And for one night only, according to the sign that you see as you walk in, the dance floor has been taken over by numerous exhibition cabinets. A collection of Sumerian, Babylonian, and Greek artifacts are being showcased. The exhibit has been arranged by the Tremere clan who uncovered them. According to the sign, the curator, Dr. N. Maxwell, has collected these artifacts that are being shown. In fact, it is safe to say that it's probably a number of these artifacts have never even been seen by the public ever. Amongst these objects present are intact pottery, complete writings in clay tablets, an elaborate axe made of silver and copper, various art pieces, statuettes, fragments of scrolls, all of this displayed within the cabinets as you walk onto the scene. The elevator opens into a wide walkway that goes around 3/4 of the club, with tables and booths placed along it. Blood red carpeting with gold patterns woven into it graces the floor. Wide stairs step down into the area that would normally be the dance floor and the bar. And this is where you see the cabinets in question. So, Eresh,
Yes.
you arrive first. You walk out of the elevator into the underground club, and you see just where where dancers normally would be is currently a large number of display cabinets.
I want to go start looking at the cabinets and see if I can find my necklace.
Okay. Go ahead and give me let's make this a perception plus alertness.
Target number?
Target number will be 6.
4.
4? Okay. You walk around, and some of it looks painfully familiar. There are clay tablets written in cuneiform. As you just give it a quick glance, it is what today they would consider a Yelp review. It is someone's complaint about a business and how poor their product is. But you continue on. You see, as I said before, fragments of scrolls written in a language you don't recognize. You come across a odd metal cube sitting in one cabinet on a pedestal within the glass case. And you can see a combination of cuneiform, Egyptian, and some other language written on the various faces.
Is there a description plaque or anything like that?
It just says, cube found in Mesopotamia. Origins unknown. Right next to it is a battle axe. Typically the kind that you would have actually seen the men use. It's got a very flared axe head. It looks heavy. And it's also immaculate is the word that comes to mind. For something so old, you would think it would show signs of rust and neglect, but it shows no signs of that. And even without rolling, you can get a faint sense of quintessence in the object. But you keep moving along. And that's when you find your necklace. Prominently displayed in the center of one display case with a placard that says, "The Lady's Necklace." It rests on red velvet with a number of smaller Greek and Akkadian pieces around it. Just looking at it brings back bittersweet memories that, to your perception, happened just a couple years back. And as your attention focuses on it, that's when Don Alejandro walks in.
Daddy's home. I'm gonna take in
Okay.
the site
Okay.
and start walking around.
All right.
Start scouting.
Go ahead and give me a perception plus awareness, please.
Target number?
Target number will be 6.
Three.
Great. You start looking around, nodding to people as you walk by. Some people are wearing masks, some people aren't. But it's easy to spot Eresh. She is standing in front of one cabinet, looking down at it intently.
I'm gonna go and join her.
Okay.
I take it this is the one.
This is it. This is mine and I want it back.
Elegance. Panache.
What?
Do not freak out.
I'm not freaking out. I just want my necklace.
I know, and we're gonna get it back. Just relax, like you fit in. It is a nice time. You have somebody looking at the corner. Wave.
Am I waving at?
Just wave. There we go. Looking around, is there anything else that piques my interest?
Give me another roll. This time the target number will be 8.
Three.
3? Okay. You start looking around as you're, telling her to relax, and there's many pieces of antiquity in this room. Some which sparkle, some which don't. But it's easy to spot also the ones that are security. Because they are, instead of enjoying the festivities, their eyes are intent watching the cabinets and the people who are perusing them.
How many security have you noticed so far?
Quite a few. Might be a tight situation.
Been in worse.
Yeah. Is there anybody dancing?
No, there's no dancing going on. It's just a nice, quiet atmosphere. You do hear a hint of classical music playing probably over speakers, but it's muted in order to almost give the impression of a museum or a library.
Have you scoped out the exits yet?
No, not yet.
Maybe Maybe that should be a first priority.
Let's do it.
Okay, but what excuse are we going to have for going towards the service entrance? We can pretend to be drunk. I can be looking for the bathroom. We can be looking for a place to have a little fun.
Go with it.
Go with.
Oh,
Did you just spill your drink on me?
I'm sorry.
I can't believe this. Do you know how expensive this is? Excuse me, security. Where is your restroom? Oh my goodness.
A man in a three-piece suit walks over and says, "Yes, ma'am. Is there something I can do for you?"
Yes, I need to go get cleaned up. Can you show me the way to somewhere where I can get cleaned up?
Follow me, ma'am.
Oh, thank you.
I need to find another drink. Here, the rum is always gone.
Yes, not the rum. Heaven forbid the rum is gone.
As the security guard guides you towards the restrooms, he looks to another guard.
And then just as far as what I'm looking at while we are going to the restroom, I'm going anywhere near where the service entrance is or anything like that.
Okay. The restrooms have been blocked off with a velvet rope. There are 2 guards flanking the entrance into them, and they appear to be checking people who are going in.
Okay.
So he leads you up. They basically check you over. If you have a purse with you, they check your purse, and then they allow you to enter.
Okay. So I enter, I get cleaned up. I assume there's only one entrance in and out, no windows.
As you walk towards the ladies' room, you can see there is a side hallway.
Okay.
That if you were heading towards the men's bathroom, it would be to the left.
Okay.
And there's a little side hallway that heads to a door that says employees only.
Okay. Okay. I get cleaned up the best I can.
All right.
This is an idiot.
Alejandro.
Real.
You were there, and another security guard comes up and says, "Sir, may I please see your invitation?"
Yes, senor, 1 minute. What do you know here is?
He takes a phone and scans it. We would appreciate it if you would be more careful.
Sorry. Slippery hands. You know it is open bar. Fine art.
That is all, sir. And at that, the guard walks away.
Senor here. Thank you. And I'm gonna walk to the opposite end.
Okay. And as you are walking away from the guard, that is when Maya comes in.
Okay. I'm going to come in and scope. What do I see so far? Just the party and.
You see this massive underground nightclub, and there are people milling all about. Some looking at the various objects that are contained within display cases. Some at the bar, from which it's easy to tell blood is flowing from. Some people are seated at tables, but overall it's a very muted experience. Any talking is low. You can hear the faint sound of classical music playing, but beyond that, it definitely gives you museum vibes.
Do I notice the idiot?
Give me a perception plus alertness. Target number will be 7.
Okay, I can't. Okay. Perception. What was the number again?
7.
Fine.
1? Okay. You just barely spot him as he's heading straight to the bar.
Okay. I will go to him.
Okay.
And
One more drink, caballero.
Yes, sir.
you can't clean up nicely for an idiot.
Well. Lo siento, señora. I'm sorry, Miss. Have you seen Maya around? Well, you too.
My eyes are up here. I just want you to know that. They're up here. Thank you.
Oh, I know.
Have you...
It's just I've never seen you clean up so nicely. It's been a while.
Mm-hmm. Where is Eresh?
Well, she's on the opposite end, scoping out the exits over there in the bathroom. So if you want to go and join her, go ahead.
Okay.
But I would suggest you have a drink in your hand just in case.
Okay, and I will...
You know what? Here, get one on me.
Yes, sir. And you're both handed glasses of blood.
Thank you.
It's a queen and country.
You're an idiot. And I drink it. I will go check on Eresh.
Okay.
Okay. Am I still in there cleaning up, or if I come out?
At this point, we'll say you're coming out.
Okay. I'm coming out.
Mm,
Hey, well, so good to see you.
I
And I lean in for a hug, and as I lean in for a hug, I whisper in your ear, service employee entrance down the hallway from the men's bathroom.
okay.
When did you get here?
Not that long ago.
Oh,
I saw Don.
okay.
Don, whatever.
Okay.
He looks amazing.
He does look really good. Panache is what he called it, right?
Yeah, I'm biting the inside of my cheek at the same time.
Yeah.
So, have you seen anything of interest?
I sure have. But why don't I go show you something
yes.
that is just gorgeous? I mean, it's going to make any woman drool over it.
Okay. And then I will go and grab her by the arm. Please take me.
Yes. And then I take her to where my necklace is.
All right. You start navigating towards where the necklace is. And at that, Dom, you
Yes, sir.
step out of the elevator and onto the floor.
All right. All right. So I'm going to. Do I see any of them?
This will be a multi-level perception plus alertness test.
Okay.
So your target number starts at 7 and works its way up from there.
Okay.
So I need to know how many 7s you get, how many 8s you get, and how many 9s you get.
7 days and 9s. Copy. Okay.
I slowly nudge Maya down to the next case, but we're not standing just in front of the necklace.
Okay.
Showing her the axe.
Well, I got 1 7, and then I got a 1. So.
There's a lot of people milling about, so you don't catch sight of any one specific that you know.
Got it. Okay. Do I see the bar at least?
Yes.
I'm gonna try and blend in.
Okay.
I'm gonna go get a drink
All right.
and just kind of look around at them. If I see any of them, great. But I'm gonna start putting my attention towards like the artifacts.
Okay. Once you get to the bar, go ahead and give me another roll.
Moving down to the cube now. Showing her the cube.
Okay.
These are all very lovely.
I got 1 7 and 1 8.
1 7 and 1 8?
Yes, sir.
Okay. You spot Don Alejandro at the bar,
Of course.
and you spot the security guards now that you've kind of started to move across the floor and you're kind of paying attention. They're not being hidden, they're being obvious. So they're not
Okay.
extremely difficult to spot. But that's all you see.
Interesting. All right. Well, since I'm already at the bar, I'll turn to Don Alejandro.
Okay.
Hey, Mimichi, how you doing?
Hey, caballero.
Looking sharp, jackass.
You too, for an idiot.
Go where the girls go.
Well, fuck them anyway over there. They're by the artifacts.
Got it.
So make sure you keep a drink in your hand and like you're a little drunk. Said a little.
Don't go spilling tricks.
All right, I'm gonna go check on them, you know. And then I kind of start heading to the direction where.
How you doing?
Okay.
This is lovely.
Isn't it so nice?
Which one is your necklace?
On the other side of the axe, the first one that I showed you.
Okay. And is there anything else of yours that's here?
There's other things that I recognize. The cube is interesting. I think Reaper would be interested in the cube. And the axe, I don't recognize it. But there's quintessence coming from it.
Should we grab it?
Probably, if we can.
Anything else?
Those are the main things.
Okay. Is there anything else you want for yourself?
Just want that necklace. I'm gonna go over to the bar, maybe grab a drink.
Oh, I would love to join you.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Maya, as you pass by the axe, please roll me your rage.
Oh, God.
The target number is 6.
Okay, I'm trying to find you real quick. Why do I have so many?
That's an excellent question.
Is it 6?
Yep.
No.
No? Okay. You start to walk past the axe, and you stop dead in your tracks.
If we're still arm in
As
arm, she'll put some.
you feel the presence of Gaia herself coming from that axe.
So
And
nice.
that, I need you to roll a willpower.
Sorry, it's like wrapping it in a shake.
Oh my God.
And Eresh garrots your arm off.
Oh my God.
The willpower target number will be 8.
Okay.
It's a nice axe, but help me go get a drink.
You said target 8?
Yep.
1, 2.
2? Alright. Thanks to Eresh, you're able to snap out of it.
What is it?
Let's just keep going.
Okay.
Keep going. Sorry. I was having a moment. Everything looks so lovely. Let's get out.
Okay. I'm going over to the bar.
Yes. And, can we have 2, please?
Of course.
Thank you. Slam mine real quick.
Okay.
I had Essence of Gaia.
From what?
It
From
just,
that axe?
I had to get it under control before I lost myself.
Okay, so if we grab the axe, have someone else grab it other than you?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Done.
Either.
So you're heading down one aisle. They're heading back across the other one towards the bar.
Okay. Hey, ladies, long time no see.
Hi.
What are you doing here? Good to see you. Good to see you.
Too. It's been so
I know,
long.
right. Can I get a refill?
Yeah.
Please.
Yes, sir.
All right. All right, so cheers, ladies. What do
We need to
look at
make-
here?
We need to make Reaper aware that we found what we needed to.
Son.
Is there a way to communicate with him or no?
Give me a perception plus alertness.
Yay!
I also filled them in on where I saw the exit. Or the employee entrance.
What's the target?
7.
3.
3. You're trying to figure out how you're going to get in contact with him, and you happen to look towards the entrance, and that's when you see both him and Zealot walk in. Like, they fucking own the place. And they are dressed to the nines. He's in a black suit with a white shirt, standing collar just like this one. And she is in a white dress with a slight train and 18 button gloves.
Okay. So, they look amazing.
Yeah, that's what I thought we were supposed supposed to blend
Yeah,
in.
you know what? They do what they want.
Attract attention.
Yes, they do what they want. So who wants to make their way over to let them know?
I'll go.
Okay.
And I go up to them and, hi, it's been so long, so good to see you. I lean in for one of those little mwah, mwah.
Ah, Lady Hauptmann, it's great to see you.
Yes. Hey, have you seen any of the artifacts yet? I'm assuming you just arrived?
We just arrived. We have not had the chance to look yet.
Well, there are some amazing artifacts right over there.
Well, we should go look.
Yes.
Would you like to join us?
I would love to join
It's
you.
been some time. How are you doing?
Doing wonderful.
Excellent.
Yes. Exit down the hallway past the men's bathroom.
And I need to make a rage check. What is it with this axe?
I mentioned that Zealot should stay back.
She actually got one success, but she had 3 ones take away a bunch of successes. So she stops dead as she crosses the axe, looks at it, and then keeps moving.
Do you recognize
Must be a
the
beautiful
axe?
axe.
Apparently.
It's something we need to try to take if we can.
Yes, Maya already confirmed that. I told Maya that she would not be the one taking it, and that we'd have someone else grab the axe. But what is it? What does it do?
It's an ancient Geru artifact.
Okay. Is there anything else in here like that?
You notice, as you're asking that, you notice Reaper is stopped at the cube.
Mm-hmm.
And he's actually pulled out his phone and he started taking pictures of each side. That at least that he can. This is a very interesting piece. I wanted to take some pictures to see the writing. It's very interesting.
Yes, yes. Just, are you done taking pictures? Because I think we're going to attract attention if you're taking pictures.
No, I'm done.
Okay, okay.
I'm pretty sure this one is Greek. And of course this one's Egyptian.
And Sumerian.
This other one might be cuneiform. It's very
Yes.
interesting.
Yes. You're going to try reading it all out loud? And I have to listen to your
Well,
whole
I could if you like. I do know some of it.
Okay, I actually really would be interested. What can you read?
I can give you a complete dissertation of what, at least what I can read of what it says.
Okay.
Something here about gate to heaven
Gate to heaven.
and the first city. My intelligence plus lore,
I'm over there.
or
No, it's cool. I'll be over there.
no, occult.
Oh. Oh, that's better. What's the target number?
Target's 5.
2.
You've heard of the first city. The first city is a Geru legend about the city that the werewolves originally came from. It's kind of like the werewolf version of Shangri-La.
Interesting.
So how are we going to get these out of here? Your distraction?
And at that, the lights dim 3 times. And a lot of the people who are looking start giving excited hush tones and start heading back towards the front of the nightclub.
What's going on?
I imagine someone's about to make a proclamation or something along those lines.
So is this a good time to smash and grab?
Well, the Security guards are currently watching, so we should go with everyone else and see what happens. Okay.
Yeah.
So you join everyone else. Reaper and Zealot lag behind, and all of you give me a perception plus alertness. Target number will be 7.
1, 2, 3, 4.
4.
I got 1 and 1 explosion, so I'll keep the explosion.
Okay. So 4, 3, 2. Come on, get 1 so we can make it a full house.
Right.
Nope.
You ruined it.
What? Yeah, 1 explosion and 2.
Okay, so 3. You all notice, peripherally as you're moving along, that Reaper and Zealot have split up.
Mm-hmm.
And you hear a ting, ting, ting of silverware on a glass. Everyone's attention is focused to the front, where Dr. Maxwell currently stands in a blue 3-piece suit, a silver tie. He's got that older gentleman appearance, graying hair, kind of like that silver fox look going for him. Definitely looks to be of possibly European descent, maybe German or French. And he speaks. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for being here this evening. We hope that you enjoy this display of artifacts that our team have brought from around the globe in our search for Cain and the antediluvians. And at that, there's a... That's when you see Reaper off to the right. And he pulls out a wallet, holding it like it's a badge. He goes, "Pardon me, I must apologize for interrupting, but I'm Dr. Indianapolis Jones from the State Department and Antiquities Division, and we have come under the impression that all of these antiquities and artifacts have not been properly documented with our department. So we would appreciate it if you could please vacate the premises so that I can talk to the good doctor here and we can get this all sorted out right away. Thank you very much." Everyone starts laughing. And the doctor looks at Reaper and goes, "I assume that you are joking." No, this isn't a joke. I'm badge right here. And the doctor goes, "Security, please have this man removed from the site." And that's when there's a commotion from the service entrance. Gunshots, screams, and 4 werewolves run onto the floor. And at that, many of the vampires that are on the dance floor scream and start making for the elevator. And as we go to roll initiative, that is where we will save it until our next episode. We hope you enjoyed coming on this journey with us, and we will see you next time.